flood waters recede in Pakistan, the danger of infection among the flood victims rises. Experts say the camps where people have taken shelter are potential breeding grounds for malaria, cholera, and other gastrointestinal diseases. Most people in these camps are already complaining of infections caused by contaminated water. Amanullah Khan worries about his children.
The
skin of the children's feet is getting infected. They also have upset stomachs and gastric problems. All sorts of ailments are affecting them. They are also getting eye infections.
When people with diarrhea and upset stomachs feel dehydrated, they will drink dirty water if it's the only water available and expose themselves to still more diseases. Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the U.S. National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, says contaminated water can lead to not just one, but many infections.
You could get hepatitis, you could get E. coli, you could get salmonella, you can get dysentery. So the possibilities for diarrheal-borne diseases are enormous when you have such a catastrophe of this magnitude.
So far, more than 1,600 people have died in Pakistan and more than 6 million others are homeless, according to a United Nations report. The UN also reports more than 120,000 cases of suspected dengue fever and malaria. Millions also suffer from diarrhea, respiratory illnesses, and skin infections. Dr. Peter Hotez is an expert in tropical medicine. He's concerned that the intense summer heat and the lack of good hygiene create the perfect conditions for a cholera epidemic.
The reason I'm so concerned about cholera is that we know when people are living under extreme circumstances where there's breakdowns in sanitation, such as in the floodwaters of Pakistan, we know that cholera can emerge in violent epidemic outbreaks.
Health facilities in the camps are so thinly spread that cases of acute diarrhea are being treated as though they were cholera just as a precaution. Dr. Hotez warns that cholera can kill within hours by causing diarrhea-based dehydration. He says a vaccine is the cheapest way to protect a large population from this disease. But if vaccines are not available, the next best solution is to have cholera victims drink a simple solution of sugar and salt in clean water.
It's a very low-cost and simple life-saving technique that can prevent, in some cases, up to 90% of the deaths from cholera if delivered rapidly. Oral rehydration, sitting and giving sips and eventually larger quantities of that fluid replacement. The key is having the right combination of sugar and salt.
International agencies and local charities are providing basic medicines such as anti-malarial tablets, antibiotics, and oral rehydration packets to avoid severe dehydration. But with millions of people still homeless, aid agencies fear that a health crisis could still be brewing. Vidushi Sinha, VOA News, Washington.